Alright, what's going on, guys? So today we're going to be talking about one of the dumbest controversies that I have ever seen, and I think through explaining this controversy and understanding it, I've sort of come to the conclusion that just some people should not be allowed to use the internet, because if you're the kind of person that would use the internet in order to involve yourself in a controversy like this, again, like, you just do not belong online. We can get you set up with a Windows 95 home desktop and a BlackBerry from 2008, but that's about it. Like, you don't get a place with modern technology. You don't get to use the internet. So this controversy basically entirely surrounds the FaZe Clan organization, which, in case you didn't know, it's a professional esports organization. They've been around for, I'd say, over a decade at this point, and, you know, FaZe Clan, along with some other major esports organizations, have really been the ones to make esports and professional video game playing slowly and over time become viewed as an actual real job slash sport. So yeah, that's just some context as to what we're dealing with here. So the FaZe Clan Twitter account actually got into some controversy for posting this tweet with this image. So it says, how many drinks to take them home, you know, cheers emoji, and then a bunch of pictures of some players. Okay, so first of all, before we even look at the pictures, we just have to understand what this tweet's even saying. The tweet is basically saying, how drunk would you have to be to approach either one of these persons and, you know, take them home and sleep with them? Now, to the naked eye, you might think, okay, this is just a bunch of, like, random female FaZe players that they all consented to having this posted because they thought it would be funny, when that's not even the case. These are all men who used what's called a face app, so they used pretty much a filter on their face to make it seem like they're a girl, and then posted it. Like, these aren't even real women that exist. These are just guys with facial filters. Literally, it's a joke tweet about how if these male players were female, would they be hot as a female, to the point where you would consider doing the deed with them. Now, here's what I will say, right? It might seem a little bit edgy for a, I guess, you know, professional Twitter account to be posting stuff like this, but at the end of the day, I'm going to assume that all of the male players that were face-apped to seem like females were fine with this tweet being posted. No real women were actually posted on this, you know, no female FaZe players were put on this tweet and got offended at the tweet, you know? So in reality, literally nobody is complaining. Like, nobody who's actually affected by this tweet has a problem with it. If a bunch of real female players were posted on this tweet, I would say that's a little bit weird and not something that you would want to post, but if all the female players were for some reason okay with it being posted, I wouldn't criticize the tweet, and I most certainly wouldn't try to either cancel them or get them to delete the tweet. But unfortunately, we live in a world where not everybody is like me, you know, not everybody is as intelligent as me, and that's just how it is. So as you can guess, a lot of people got very offended by this tweet and called for FaZe to delete it, just in the replies and the quote tweets, which eventually seemed to have been effective enough to warrant a response from FaZe themselves. FaZe ended up responding with this tweet after all of the criticism. It says, our entire organization wants to apologize for the misguided tweet posted recently. This is not okay. We understand there is no room for misogynistic or harassing behavior, and that women and the Call of Duty community deserve better. We deeply apologize to those we have offended, and we know that we have fallen short of your expectations and ours. We have addressed this issue internally and vow to move forward in a positive manner for all. Atlanta FaZe. This really frustrates me because this does a very bad thing called setting the standard. The more and more that organizations, corporations, and companies issue apologies for things as insignificant as that tweet at the beginning, the more and more people are going to be on Twitter bitching and moaning at whatever thing they don't like that a company does or says, only because they think they're gonna get their own apology or, like, something along those lines. The worst part about this apology that they published was that it says word for word, we're sorry to everyone who was offended. Bro, stop! Like, stop giving these people the time of day. Like, you literally deleted a tweet based on the feedback you got from a group of fat SJWs who quite literally hate their lives and have nothing better to do than to criticize, like, benign, trivial jokes like the ones that FaZe Clan posted. And on top of all that, going back to their apology, they say, we understand there's no room for misogynistic or harassing behavior. No woman got harassed, so what are you talking about? Like, I actually don't know who I'm more mad at, right? I don't know if I'm mad at those SJWs for for getting upset about this to begin with. Like, I don't know if I'm more angry at them or if I'm more angry at FaZe Clan for responding like this. Because, yeah, well, obviously it does piss me off when, you know, these primitive troglodytes on Twitter, you know, get up in arms over jokes. Like, obviously I hate seeing that and I wish it would go away. And when they try to ruin something that caused no harm, I obviously don't like that. So yeah, I'm mad at them. But like, the fact that FaZe took these people seriously enough to the point where they would not only delete the tweet, but release an apology, like, that makes me even more mad. Because it's like, you can't entertain these people. I think what they should have done if they honestly wanted to delete the tweet for whatever reason, like, if they, with no outside pressure, decided that they wanted to remove the tweet, literally just delete the tweet in silence. Don't make an apology / public statement about it. Just delete it and move on. Things in life started going downhill when we gave these types of people the time of day. Like, me personally, if I was running FaZe and I was running that account after I tweeted that and I was getting backlash, if one of my employees came up to me and said, "Hey boss, we got a problem. Some people are complaining about the recent tweet. They think it's misogynistic and they think it's offensive," I would fire that guy right on the spot for even suggesting that I should take into account the opinions of these sorts of people. These types of people do not get reached out to hang out or to do anything. These people don't reach out to other human beings to arrange times to do anything. They are quite literally SJW NPCs that complain about anything and everything possible just to seem righteous among other people like them. They are hermits that live for the validation of other hermits. But yeah, I'm gonna let my boy Grimsy take the mic for a bit, you know, share his thoughts. Go check his channel out, link down below, and yeah.
FaZe Clan decided they were gonna be based today, guys, and they said how many drinks to take them home, and it's just a bunch of FaZe Clan members photoshopped to be women. Not all the children and autistic adults. Basically, whenever you're a man, okay, and you're trying to pick up women, you know, sometimes you see a fat bitch and she's kind of ugly, and you're kind of like, I don't wanna touch that with a 20-foot pole. But if you get drunk enough, you might hit it. And because they're obviously men photoshopped to be women, it'd be like, hey guys, you know, maybe, you know, if you got drunk enough, you wouldn't even realize it's a dude and he has a dick and balls and doesn't have tits and gay. Personally, I don't think the joke is that funny. Kind of a gay joke, man. And as you know, me as a homosexual, I really don't like it whenever people make gay jokes. It fucks with me. So on behalf of all women in the world, I'm going to be suing FaZe Clan for this joke, obviously. They're very bad people, and I know obviously my friend Cheeto is gonna be all, oh yeah, you know, this is bad. No, okay, this is progress. This is what progress looks like, Cheeto. Get your mind out of the gutter. Yeah, it's shit. It's bad. But what I do want you guys to remember is that you can't spell gaming without gay. That's all I have to say about this. Thanks to Cheeto for letting me on, dude. And remember, guys, to never touch a woman ever, because you might be a misogynist.